What if I told you? Two young men in a small garage with no money, no office, and no plan built a company that nearly died, came back from the ashes, and then went on to change the entire world. This is not just a company story. This is a revolution. In 1976, a 21-year-old dreamer named Steve Jobs and his brilliant friend Steve Wozniak started building computers in a garage. They had nothing, no cash, no factory, not even an office, but they had vision. Jobs sold his van, Wozniak designed the Apple I, and together they delivered their first 50 computers by hand. Apple was born. Soon came the Apple II, the first mass-produced personal computer, and Apple exploded. By 1980, the company was worth over $1 billion. But success brought conflict. Jobs pushed for perfection, clashed with his CEO, and in 1985, the board forced him out of the very company he created. Without Jobs, Apple lost its soul. Products failed, competitors crushed them, and by the mid-90s, Apple was nearly bankrupt. Magazines declared, "Apple is dead." But then, the unthinkable. In 1997, Apple brought back the man they had once fired. Jobs returned, cut down dozens of products to just 4, and introduced the colorful, futuristic iMac. The world fell in love again. Then came the iPod, 1,000 songs in your pocket. It wasn't just technology, it was identity. White earbuds became a global symbol. And in 2007, the world changed forever. Steve Jobs walked on stage, held up a single device, and said, "Today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone." That day, the iPhone was born, and life, business, and communication would never be the same again. And this was just the beginning. Apple didn't just create products, it created a culture. A revolution that still shapes how we live, work, and dream. But the journey doesn't end here. The real question is, what comes next? If you want to know how Apple turned innovation into domination, how it built the iPhone, the iPad, and the trillion-dollar empire, then don't miss the next chapter. Stay tuned, because the story of Apple is the story of the future.